Just one cornetto, give it to me. Delicious ice cream from Italy. The nut and chocolate. It's nice to share. It's a nicer to share. Give me cornetto, walls ice cream. Oh, grazie, grazie mille. Oh, me and my co-host, Tokia, the famous dancing Italian dog. Watch him dance now for this ice cream. Oh, look at the dancing doggy. This is not animal cruelty. No, this is not exploitation. No, he's a willing partner in the show. Yum. Oh, yes. Doggies like cornetto too. There we go. Okay. I'm going to take these batteries out now. Don't try this at home, children. By the way, these were used batteries, so I was not endangering myself with a powerful electric shock. I was just trying to get the Don Corleone look, and they are going back into the recycling, yes, because this is a recycling household. Even gangsters these days recycle. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sandy Brechin. Yes, it is me. And look, a non-removable moustache again, so I will not have another mustachio disaster like last week on the French show, where the useless moustache kept falling off. It was a Vichy moustache. No, this week is a real, genuine Italian gangster moustache. I've grown it all week and I've shaved it carefully today. Although, if you can see closely, I have some rather sore rashes where I've been shaving a little bit too much. Anyway, I am here with my guest host. I am the Godfather, and this is the Dogfather. Yes, look at him. Oh, he loves wearing hats. He loves dressing up, doesn't he? Not really. Thank you, Alex Monaghan, for that one, the Dogfather. I can't believe I never thought that myself. Yes, nice post on the little picture I put up yesterday. Yes, me and the Dogfather are here to do a show of Italian music for you today. And we started off in the way that we mean to continue, which is in an extremely crass way. Yes, but we all remember that fantastic show. No, you can't smoke. Dogs don't smoke. You don't have lips. Well, you do have lips, but I don't know if you can get around it. This is the same cigar, by the way, that I used 2 months ago in another show. It's from my friend Vedran and Amaya's wedding in Spain many years ago. It's a 20-year-old cigar. Almost reaching maturity. One day I might even smoke it. What was I talking about? Oh yes, the quality control. There is no quality control in this show, obviously, as you've seen. We're talking about the lack of quality on the show. Yes, that's why I started with instead of O Solo Mio, it was the wonderful theme from the advert from the 1970s for Walls Cornetto. What a fantastic invention! And yes, you remember them as a wonderful one with the lady sailing along and the boat being punted along the Venice waterways, holding a cornetto in hand, and the chap saying, "Just one cornetto," and as he passes in his boat, he lifts it from her and give it to me. He takes it, and there's another one with a policeman stopping all the traffic and it all jamming up in the middle of Rome because he's getting given a cornetto. Fantastic. These were the days. The 1970s. Take me back to the 1970s, pre-virus. Now, what were we going to do? I was going to play some Italian music, that's right. More than just one cornetto. I have actually learnt more than that. I've actually learnt it this week rather than just printing stuff off the internet like last week and trying to sight read it, which was very, very difficult, I can tell you, particularly in the key of E flat. This is not a nice one. Now, it's getting very hot in here today. It's actually very hot in here today. Every time I start a show, the sun comes out. It's been very wet and dark until now. Wet and the dark and the damp until now. Never mind. We shall play the tarantella. Yes. Yes, gangsters can be happy also. Sad again. curious just to find that the horses ahead in their bed. Oh dear, dearie, dear me. Totia, join in. Your bit. More training required. Bad dog. Wow, that went surprisingly well, considering I just learnt that this week. Woo! It's amazing what you can do when you put your mind to it. Tell you what, this show is certainly giving me focus. It's giving me focus every week. It may look a bit chaotic from out there, but believe me, you've no idea how much of the force I'm using. Oh yeah, I want to do a force episode soon. Yeah, oh, that's going to be a good one. Oh, now, you have been a very good doggy and you only licked my ice cream twice, so we shall give him a treat, a little treat for the doggy. Tutti. He sounds like an Italian opera. He's an Italian doggy today. Yesterday I was unfaithful. I was French. No, I was unfaithful to my little doggy friend yesterday because I was climbing a mountain. Not any old mountain, but a Ben Lomond. Yes, a veritable Monroe with another doggy. I cannot believe it. I did not take the Tochia. No, I took Hugo, or Hugo as we say in Scotland. Hugo, my friend Ian Harper's little doggy. Not such a little doggy, actually, and quite a fat little doggy, but he still managed to squeeze through from the back compartment in the car with his very wet and dirty paws onto his nice clean back seat many times, and the car had to be stopped to take the naughty doggy out and put it in the back again. So yes, a very exciting adventure up the hill and in the car to Ben Lomond yesterday with another dog, Hugo. Anyway, you've seen Hugo if you've been watching this show regularly, because he appeared in one of the first episodes out the window when Ian came with his dancing daughter. Yes, she's actually a lawyer, but she does fancy dancing as well. Of course, that was marvellous. We've had so many exciting shows, I can't keep track of them all. Now, what's next? Let me just check my extensive notes on my little scribbled notepad, which I write every week. This is the only thing that keeps this show together. If this notepad were to be lost or eaten by a dog, it would be a disaster. Disaster! It would be almost as bad as Pompeii being covered in volcanic ash. Yeah, maybe not quite that bad. What have we got? Ooh, Carnival of Venice. Right, that's quite good if I can remember how it starts. Oh yeah, it sounds like, how much is that doggy in the window? That's it. Something like that. Well, that wasn't terribly good, and that was just the simple bit. Now I have to try the variations. Oh, here we go. Not bad. truly awful. I'm going to have to console myself with... oh, what is this? Is it an iron, a brew? No, this is something a little bit cheeky and special. This is Aperol, and this was given to me by a genuine Italian persona, Flora, and via her sister, Chiara, by Caro. A wonderful, wonderful gift, which I'm still working my way through. The correct ratio for drinking an Aperol Spritzer is 3 parts Prosecco, 2 parts Aperol, and 1 part only of sparkling water. Yes, because you don't need sparkling water. In fact, I just got rid of the sparkling water and the Prosecco bit and just have neat Aperol. Lovely. Orangey, zingy, bitter, fresh. Oh, it really is a lovely drink, Aperol Spritzer. Never tried it before, give it a go. That was very nice. Now, the reason that they gave me that present a few weeks ago is because in memory of their lovely brother Simone, who tragically died last year in the north of Italy where he lived. He was a good friend of mine. They made a little song, Flora sang a song, and I recorded the backing here in my house in lockdown and sent it over the internet, and it was mixed in Italy, fantastic, and put up as a wee memorial on his birthday. And I was actually over playing at the funeral last year, which was a beautiful service in Milan, and I didn't really know what I was going to play, and Simone's mum asked if I could play Westering Home, because that was one of our favourite tunes, and because she's actually Scottish, and so I said that was no problem at all. In fact, I'm going to play it for you right now. I'd just like to do a little toast to my friend Simone. I hope you're doing well up there. Westering Home. Beautiful. Well, we're going to celebrate getting through the first 5 minutes of the show. Oh my god, that's 15 minutes. It felt like 5 minutes. I must have been talking again. With a little lick of the Cornetto. Now, does Tortilla deserve a little lick of the ice cream as well? Yes, that tongue has been around his bottom, folks. Ah, horrible. Dogs are such horrible creatures. Ah, good doggy. Would you like a puff of the cigar? Don't phone the RSPCA. It's just a joke. Very good doggy. Now, next, proxima on the show today, we have a tune that I do not know. I do not know this tune, and it was given to me by one of my pupils to play as a special request today. It is called Arrivederci Roma, so it is a definitely Italiano. And my pupil is Kat, who was here disguised, that's French again, isn't it? Disguised as Mrs. Flocker a few weeks ago. The fish lady, yes, remember the fish wifey? She was fantastic, trumpet blowing fish wifey, and she actually is learning accordion because she knows quality when she hears it. Never mind trumpeting. Oh, you want to squeeze? Yes, the power of the squeeze. That's why all we mafia dons play the accordion, the black accordion, l'accordion nero, fisarmonica nera. Probably. That's probably not even Italian. Never mind, get on with the show, Sandy. So, Arrivederci Roma, and she gave it to me, and she'd learnt it in her class at Scots Music Group, which is teaching adults Scottish music in Edinburgh. It's very popular. I used to teach it myself about over 2 decades ago, but I still do the odd fill-in for the real teachers these days, who are Keith Dixon and Andrew Warren in the 2 different accordion classes. Usually once a year when there's a big football match on. That's when I fill in, because I don't follow football. And so this is one of the tunes that they did here, and it reminds me of nights out with the Scottish Music Group class, because they always invite me out, even though I'm only a very occasional tutor there. They still invite me to their biannual nights out at La Rusticana, a wonderful Italian restaurant in Hanover Street in Edinburgh, in the centre of Edinburgh, which is owned by Angelo, who's a wonderful accordion playing chef and restaurant owner, who always hosts us brilliantly. And we get this fabulous meal, and then afterwards it's payback time. Then I have to listen to my friend Badger, Bill Brownlee. Hi Badger, I know you're watching. The payback time is listening to him play, or massacre in a mafia way, massacre many tunes, while we all sit there and get very sad. Anyway, let's play a tune which is not sad. Arrivederci Roma. I've never played this before. That went quite well. Let's do it again. I got that note right that time. Okay, this one's okay. Shall I add it to my repertoire? Arrivederci Roma. Ah, fantastica, meravigliosa. Well, that reminds me of actually doing Kayleys for David Vivanco. Yes, the evil David Vivanco, who's always commenting on the show and talking about everything being back to front, which I still haven't worked out how to sort out. I know, you would have thought with my mafia connections I would have worked out how to get the knowledge. But no, I'm still back to front, so if I held up something that you could read, well I can't, but if it, oh, there's Arrivederci Roma, that's what I was just reading. Arrivederci, he says backwards, crazy. Anyway, the main complainant about all that kind of stuff is David Vanco, and we tried to stop him sneaking back here from Spain, and that didn't work. Border force were useless as usual, and he got back here, but he gave me a nice big bottle of rum, so that's okay. So I'm not so disappointed about him being back after all. But he is the guy who always is complaining about, he's complaining about many things, but he actually gives me work. shouldn't slag him at all. He gives me work normally. Back in the non-virus days, he gives me ceilidhs to do, often for always for instruments, but sometimes for Italian kids. It's very funny because it's a one-man ceilidh, so I have to play music and talk them through the dancing and try and keep control. Sometimes there's like 200 of them in a room, and it's very funny that all the different nationalities are very different characters. I know this shows a little bit of a stereotype, but there is some truth in some of the stereotypes of our European friends' nationalities, because when you get there, for example, the Austrian kids come in, they're incredibly well behaved, and if somebody peeps one tiny sentence, the teacher's down on them like a ton of bricks. As compared to the Italian kids come in, it's like this human avalanche of noise and movement, and they're just constantly screaming and shouting and laughing and joking, and I mean, both groups are wonderful to deal with, but the Austrian group is a little bit easier to work with. I'm a little bit exhausted after working with the Italian kids, but they're very nice. Apart from the one kid that I think I mentioned in a previous show, once up in, this was nothing to do with David Vanco, it was up in, where was it? Sunny, oh, that was at Sunny St Andrews, when I was doing some ceilidhs for Italians up there. And there was one young 16-year-old boy, maybe even younger, who kept turning round in the middle of the dance floor in between the ceilidh dances and wiggling his bottom at me and looking over his shoulder. I was horrified. Is that kind of thing normal in Italy? And eventually I'm like, what are you doing? And he goes over his shoulder, do you like my twerking? And I was like, no, I do not. I do not like your twerking. Go away and sit down. I mean, that's the kind of thing the accordionists had to put up with. From the Italians, no less, the Italians. Now, got time for another one tune before we check the window to see if there's anybody exciting out there or just any old person. I'm sure somebody will turn up today. What have we got next? Oh, funicula. This is actually about a thing called the funicular, which is a kind of train. I'll tell you about it in a minute. This is another one I just learned this week. I could get a job in an Italian restaurant. Less the la la la, just concentrate on the tune. Concentrate on the tune, Alessandro. Funicula. That was fantastic. Now, funicular, as I was saying, is a kind of railway. It's a very strange railway because it only goes one way. Well, it goes two ways. It goes up and it goes down. It's actually two trains, real trains, not toy trains, real trains connected together by a long cable. And when one train goes up, the hill, the other one goes down, and obviously it's powered by something that turns the cable rather than the trains themselves. And it's this weird kind of what is it, pendulum kind of thing movement. Anyway, they've got one. The one I know best is actually not in Italy, but that was obviously named after an Italian one. That tune. But the one I know is best is in Bergen in Norway, and it's wonderful. You get this train. It's so steep. It's like the train is like you can still sit up vertical in it. You don't like look like that in the chairs. The trains are specially built to cope with the steep slope, and the rails go up the hill and down the hill, and as you can see halfway you pass the other train going up, so one can only go up when the other one goes down. You see, you can't have one train going on its own. But it's called a funicular. I was curious about this, and I actually looked it up once years ago. It's called a funicular because it's named after the Latin for rope, funis, funiculus. There you go. I did actually know that. I didn't just learn that to try and impress you all. So yeah, funicular. If next time you get a chance at a funicular, go for it. It's quite cool. Now, okay, I'm bored with my own company and in the company of the dog father. So what we're going to do, and it's also bloody hot in here. What we're going to do, we're going to open the window and see if there's anybody exciting at the window, through the square window today, children. Yes, that was George Logan's one. I wish I had thought that as well. I don't have any original thoughts. I just copy other people. Now, Tochia, let's look at the window and see who is there. Oh, mamma mia! Who is this? Who's this? Oh, the doggy does not like you. Doggy, kick down, boy, down.
Your main man, your consigliere, he came to me in my consigliere, and my consigliere, he came to me. He tell me I have to come here to be a caricature, to be culturally inappropriate.
Oh.
So here I am.
Ah, you're so good at it. You're so good at it.
The godfather, the man who sleep with the fishes. I'm not really sleep with them. More like swimming with dolphins, except the fishes, cold and in bed. Anyway, my consigliere, he tell me I have to swear an oath to you.
You're always swearing.
I have to get down on my knees and kiss your ring.
Oh.
I not do that. I not a peso davante.
Why won't you kiss my ring?
I not kissing your ring in front of the children.
Oh,
so
please
there's
kiss
only
my
one
ring.
answer. We must play music hard together.
A duel to the death. Hold on a minute until I get the camera in the right position, because I have to play this one. Okay. I did not try this with the window open earlier. What an idiot. Can you move a little bit that way? There we go. There we go.
I've been killed by the bush.
Oh no,
He's attacked me.
He's getting the little prick. Shall we play something completely inappropriate for our caricatures with the godfather, the dogfather, and the codfather?
See.
He's always making the mistakes. A little bit to your left, Peter. There we go. Beautiful.
Bella.
Peter, I have a special present for you. It is not the horse's head, much as I would like to give you that.
Is it a fish?
It is not a fish. No, it is your own book bag. Thank you so much. I've enjoyed not reading it.
Perfect, pristine, unread.
This is the book. Look at it, pristine. The book that he gave me 3 months ago for me to read during lockdown, and strangely I did not have time. It is all about the boring universities and things. So, and enjoy. You may be able to sell it. Your other copy. Thank you so much. If you would like to stick around after the show, I will give you a tea or a coffee.
I know, I know. Vino.
Well, vino I have. I have Italian vino. We will see you later. Thank you. Well, that was a very exciting show with the guest at the window. And Tochia was sitting there looking like a very faithful dog at two godfather and godfather. He did not know which one was the real boss. Of course it is me. Now, here we go. It's time for some more. Now this one is a quality. If you think that we have crossed every stereotypical and cultural boundary, you're very much mistaken, because we next have a special request from my friend Paul Robinson on yesterday's post advertising today's show. He said, I hope we are getting a rendition of that famous 1980s classic from Joe Dolce known as Shut Up Your Face. And yes, what a perfect song for me to sing in my terrible Italian accent. Excuse me, the doggy has not allowed his snacks just yet. He's going crazy for the snackies. Look, come down here. Okay, he has not ended yet. We'll see how well he performs in this song. Excuse me. Okay, you can get it then. He's got his own cigar. He's got a cigar. What about a cigar? Oh, yes. We like smoking together. Do it right. Right, he's going to eat a cigar. I'm not going to eat mine. In the meantime, yes, I know, I know you can't wait for this. It's it's awful. It's going to be truly awful. I can promise you that. Now, what key is it? Oh, God, it's an E. I'm going to have to read this, sorry, off the screen, so my eyes go the wrong way. David Vivanco, do not slag. Hello! I'm Giuseppe. I got something special for you. Ready? Uno, two, tre, quattro. When I was a boy, just about the 8th grade, Mama used to stay. Don't stay out late with the bad boys. Always shoot the poop, just if you're going to flunk a school. Boy, it make me sick, but I better all the thing I gotta do. I can't get no kicks, always got to follow rules. Boy, it make me sick, just to make a lousy buck, got to feel like a fool. I do feel like a fool. And Mama used to say all the time, what's the matter you? Hey, got no respect. Obviously not. What do you think you do? Why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. I shut up your face. That's my Mama. I can remember. Big accordion solo. That actually happens. Oh, it's not real accordion. Soon will come a day, gonna be big star. Then I make a TV shows and a movies, get myself a new car, but still I be myself. I don't want to change things, still I dance and sing. I think about the Mama, she used to say, what's the matter you? Hey, got no respect. Hey, what do you think you do? Hey, why you looking so sad? It's not so bad, it's a nicer place. I shut up your face. Mama, she said it all the time. What's the matter you? Hey, got no respect. Hey, what's the thing you do? Why you look so sad? Cause I'm a mafia man. It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Shut up your face. That's my Mama. Hello, everybody. I was out there in the radio and TV land. Did you know I had a big hit song in Italy with this? Shut up your face. I sing at the song. All my fans applaud. They clap their hands. They make me feel so good. You ought to learn this song. It's really simple. See, I sing, what's the matter you? And you sing, hey. Then I sing the rest, and then we all sing at the end, I shut up in your face. Okay, let's try it. Really big. Uno, two, tre, quattro. What's the matter you? Got no respect. What do you think you do? Hey, it's just like playing a stadium. It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Shut up in your face. Okay, one more to finish. What's the matter with you? Hey, got no respect. Obviously not. What do you think you do? I have no idea. What do you look so sad? Because I'm listening to myself. It's not so bad, but it is. It's a nicer place. Shut up in your face. Cayley cord finish. Oh yes. Wow, that was truly awful. Even I didn't enjoy that. How was that a big hit? Well, I'll tell you how, because it was a guy from Australia. He was actually American originally, but moved to Australia, and he was singing, pretending to be Italian in Australia, and of course the Australians loved it. No taste, no taste. And it was a big hit over here as well as a result of that. In the same way as Foster's was a big hit over here for no reason, no good reason. Remember, that's why I feed to my slugs, folks. It's not fit for human consumption. Now, speaking of human consumption, these little treats aren't either, although they're very tasty. When you get started on them, they can be a bit addictive. They are fresh baked, scrumptious baked salmon fish bites for dogs. And these were brought by Mrs. Flocker. And we're still rationing them out to Torchia the doggy. Torchia the doggia. And Canio, I think, is a dog in Italy. So, can you eat everything I give you? Yes, you can. How about ice cream? Would you like another lick of the ice cream? Come on, boy. Come on. Come on. Get your little paws up on the table. Oh, no, he doesn't. He knows he's not allowed on the table. There we go. Right. You can't see him eating the ice cream. That's good, because you shouldn't really be eating it. Ah. Arrivederci. Oh no. We're going to do Boccherini Minuet. This is by Luigi Boccherini. Yes, who says we don't have taste and class in the show? This is... Oh, now you're perking up. Right. Okay. Yes. Taste, speaking of taste, he loves the taste of a cornetto. I said that, and you know in the song it's a nut and chocolate dream. It's actually, this is a strawberry one. That's all I had to hand. Okay, down boy. Yeah, so we're going to play this lovely classical piece. He was actually a cello player living around the late 1700s in Italia. And he was a great composer, and he composed this lovely piece, which you will recognise. You might not recognise the name, but you'll recognise the tune, I'm sure. Well, then again, let's see what we can do with it. Tough show today. My brain's getting a real work. Ouch. God, I even ballsed up the end then. Spectacular. Right, Tucky, round here. Get back in the frame. Get back in the picture. He's on the wrong side of the screen. Can't believe it. We rehearsed this. Look, it's no use you being down there. The audience can't see you. Yes, they can see you now. I know they can see you now, but they were supposed to see you all the time. That's the only thing that keeps the ratings up. Speaking of ratings, thank you very much for continuing to watch now that lockdown has been slightly or majorly released in whichever country you're watching from, and that you really could be out there doing something much more interesting at this time. Thank you for continuing to watch. It's very kind of you. And if anyone does like to make a donation to the Doggy Treat Fund, we're accepting donations of between 1 and 5 pence to the PayPal Mia link, which is somewhere hovering around outside this very video. Oh my God, it's only 4 minutes to go. I've done it again. I've chatted my way through this. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, well, just a one little memory from myself of I've actually got to know some of the Italians around town over the years. It's been wonderful. I love their fish and chips and their ice cream. I honestly didn't mean that as an insult. I know I really do. But one I remember from many years ago, who I didn't actually know the owner, but he was very famous in Edinburgh, was Joe Brattisani, and he had several restaurants in Edinburgh. But when I was a kid at school, I did a charity walk with a school. I think it was one of the first charity runs I ever did, and I was really good at. I wasn't very good at walking. I was very unfit as a child and not into sport at all. But I was very good at collecting sponsors, and I managed to raise one of the biggest amounts apparently for the charity, whatever it was, the sponsored walk. And me and a couple others that were the big fundraisers were taken out by the school chaplain for a meal, and the school chaplain was an amazing guy. We were really lucky to have this American guy. I went to post school, Stuart's Mill, and we had this amazing American guy called Wally Shaw, Dr. Wallace Shaw, who was an American chaplain, and he was really a cool guy. He had a big beard and kind of easygoing, kind of hippie kind of guy. And he took us to Bratisani's on bottom of Morrison Street, and we had the most amazing fish and chips. I don't think I've ever had fish and chips as good before or after. And also this other thing I'd never heard of before, an eggnog milkshake. And I now make eggnog at Christmas time because of that milkshake. It was so tasty. I'd never heard of it before. I was going, oh my God, what is this eggnog? That was all thanks to Wally Shaw, who sadly no longer with us. I saw on the internet that he passed away a few years ago. But wonderful chap and very nice. So that was Bratisani's. Bratisani's are no more any either in Edinburgh, unfortunately. Anyway, we've only got 2 minutes left, so I'm going to play. What was it now? I've done the Carnival of Venice. Oh my God, have I done it all? Oh no, I've not done. Oh yes, I have. I've done it all. Never mind. Here's a little Scottish tune to finish. I don't think you want to hear any of my appalling attempts at Italian music. Anyway, this is a wonderful tune that I used to play, a couple of tunes I used to play in Burrick with all my crazy Burrick friends, and it's two tunes written by Richard Keane, who is a piper from Canada, from Medicine Hat in Alberta actually, so I think he stays in the States now. I wrote these brilliant tunes, Abby's Jig and The Jilting. Right, tunes, thank you for watching. Grazie, grazie mille. And join in for next week to see a very, very strange person. I don't know who it is yet, but he will in fact be strange. It could even be she. Who knows? And if you're wondering where Tortilla's gone, don't worry, it's just there. He was almost falling asleep during that set there. The folk music sends him to sleep, but he loves the Italian stuff. Thank you so much, everybody, and a cheerio. Whoa, Tutti, that was incredible. Now I'm going to smoke my cigar. Yeah. You like the cigar? Okay, you have that. I'm gonna have some of the good stuff. Oh yeah, this is like our own green room where the stars go. After the show, you get the ice cream, I get the Aperol. That's the way it goes when you're a dog and I'm the dog father. Oh God, not left on again.